Hello YouTube, and it's James here with Gamer TV. So we're continuing from the last video. I am still level 1 and I still only have 1 point in the tree. The only thing is I had to do one job in between the last video and this one, and that's simply because for whatever reason the game decided to mess all my controls up. I had a few control issues on the last video anyway, but it was bearable. So between then I'd fixed it, and I logged on today, was preparing for the video, and it literally, none of my controls were right. In fact, the accelerator was almost in a stuck down position. It was trying to accelerate non-stop. The brake was slowing me down but not stopping me. And then I went in, fixed the accelerator to realise now my brake for some reason had been unassigned, even though I hadn't unassigned it. So it was crazy, like, you know. But I've sorted it now, hopefully. Famous last words. So let's get into getting a job. Okay. Flagstaff to Holbrook. Okay. Trip distance 233, so that's not that far. Let's type that. This external contracts, I don't know, it just seems exactly the same as what we've already got, to be honest. Maybe I'm missing the whole point of them, but to me it just seems like it's the same stuff. So let's start this off. I'm gonna really have to look at my controls. I don't know if anybody else has had this problem, but I turned force feed back off because until I can fix this problem 100%, I don't want force feed back on, because I don't want it vibrating non-stop, you know, rapidly while I'm trying to play. So I've turned it off, but now I am getting feedback just turning the steering wheel. It's like really, well, I wouldn't say it's tough, but I can feel there's a bit of push, and now it's gone. It's just really weird. Maybe I need to uninstall the steering wheel software, but yeah, let's carry on. So it's a night drive. Gotta love a night drive. Oh, distracted, looking at all them stars, and I nearly missed my turning. Okay, getting the old highway here and get this trip started. So I actually noticed something, that on the last video I said they added another police car, but I believe there's actually 3 types of police cars in this game now. Whether that's old or new, it's something I've just noticed. There's one that just went past us now. That's normally on these kinds of roads, and you've got like there's 2 other types. They're normally around town. One's kind of town and highway, and there's one which is mainly in towns. I can see them by most. So yeah. So I'm loving how clean everything is in this game. it's a bit weird. I very much doubt any street is this clean and well maintained, but yeah, look at that. There's no marks, no rubbish, no anything. You know, it's just perfect. You know, normally, in England, if you drive along the motorway, along somewhere, you're probably going to get some sort of carrier bag stuck in a tree or something. But no, not here. It's just absolutely perfect. I'm really stuck on what truck to get, whether to get a Kenworth or a different kind. I'm really not sure. See, on my private game, I've actually got a Kenworth, one of like the old shapes trucks, and I'm really stuck. I do know one thing though. I don't think I'm gonna take out a loan. Like, in every game I ever do on Truck Simulator, I always take out a loan for my first truck. And of course you can pay it back easy enough. I kind of want to, with this, I think I'm going to aim more for save up the money and buy a truck, you know, and do it that way, you know. I feel that's a better start to a company instead of, if you can, and obviously, I doubt in real life you'd be able to do that unless you're rich, in which case what's the point of starting up a company? If it's a dream it's different, but otherwise what's the point? You're really rich. So, let's see. We'll have to see, we'll have to wait. It'd be nice in this, I think, if when you took damage, I think it would be really awesome if instead of it just coming up with a percentage of how damaged you are, there was actual visual damage to your truck. And visual damage, and it affects the performance of the truck. Now, I know if you have an accident, it can affect, you know, whether your engine starts or your engine may fail, but I'm on about stuff like steering. You know, if you have a head-on collision or you hit a barrier, that there's actually damage visible on your truck due to that collision, and maybe your steering's off, or maybe your truck's just a write-off, you know, and you can no longer drive it, forcing you to use the emergency the cool surfaces. You know, that would add a bit of more realism. And then also, you know, like around the map I've seen car washes, or truck wash, sorry. You know, it's all well and good putting them in the game, but it'd perhaps be good to at least give the player an option to use it. You know, maybe your truck gets dirty while driving, you know, like cars do, trucks do. So give the player the option to perhaps use it. Also, the external, so again, made a mistake. I think what it is I'm just not very good at multitasking, you know? Them external deliveries and jobs and stuff, which I presume is something new that they've added, and I only noticed it, to be honest, in the last week. And if that's all it is clicking on it and you pick up another job, I'm kind of disappointed with it. It would have been cool if the fact that to use that you have to be signed in and online with it. I was kind of hoping that it was you know, real players, well, I don't know, post delivery, and put a price, you know, so, oh, on completion of this delivery, the driver will earn X amount of dollars. And then, obviously, you being the delivery driver would pick up the load for them, in your own game, obviously. Take it to the destination. You'd get that money. The player who posted it would minus the money that they posted for payment. But then, because then it's more of an online, you know, commute. It's more, I don't know. It's that I thought that's what it was going to be. You know, obviously the person who posts for the job, perhaps that person could get, you know, on delivery they get a payment as well, and obviously they just pay a driver a cut of what they get. But we've just completed this job. Let's see what this is gonna be. See if I'm gonna regret this. Now, I have to admit, the other day it wasn't as bad. The parking seemed kind of easy, apart from the first one, you know. But I think this one's gonna be a pain immediately, to be honest. I hate, unless I'm going the wrong way. This seems awfully tight. I think I may have gone the wrong way. Let's see if I can just pull it along. No. You are gonna come on. Come on. It appears we're stuck. I'm not going to give up. Not yet. Might just be able to get it. Why the trailer just couldn't, It's only like a little curb. You're telling me a big truck like this can't pull that? Okay, yeah, we're completely stuck. And now my truck's doing a little dance. It's taking the mick out of me. Yeah, you laugh it up, truck. You laugh it up. Okay, so... Bang! I parked. Awesome. I think we had a bit of a technical difficulty because I don't think you guys saw it. And we leveled up. Okay. So I'm definitely going to put one into long distance. But I'm not sure if I want to put another one into long distance straight away after. I'm thinking I might go fragile cargo next. Again, I could change my mind, but that's what I think I'm going to do next. And I can get a loan. To be honest, if I was going to get any loan, it would be this one anyway, the 400,000. Simply because at least at that point you can buy a truck. If at that time you can modify it. If not, it just gives you a bit of extra cash. So, so that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you've just watched this video and haven't watched the one before, If you go onto the American Truck Simulator playlist, the previous video will be there. Anyway, that's goodbye for now, and I'll see you next time.